Mm-hmm.
I
It's
love
Brooker
that
Hooker.
intro.
It's Brooker
Brooker!
Hooker.
Yeah, I know,
It's
I
And
know.
no
Yeah.
Brooker Hooker.
That sound! That
there we go.
sound! Hi, hi. Oh my god.
Mm,
That
So
doesn't
Hey.
since
hurt.
I'm
that's
all the
one
way
of
at
the
top right
favorite
here,
sounds of the boys.
am
I'm,
I running the
I'm
show?
Yeah, I think you're going to have to because between that intro and that popping sound, like I'm there, I'm ready.
Or is
But
that one
I
of
don't.
your fetishes?
We shall see. We'll be talking about that later in case anybody wants to know. But we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to actually think I have a fetish or not, but we'll see. We'll see. But hello, everybody in the chat. Welcome. It's a monthly mayhem. I hope you're all
Uh,
ready because we got
I
some
do.
special.
Do you know what
What?
rhymes with
Wait. Can you
something
save?
fetish?
Wait. Maybe you should save it till that part of the show.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Because I actually thought I'd do something like novel and YouTubey like and actually introduce the panel for a change.
Oh shit! Really?
Shit, really? Like, look
I
at me.
think everyone knows who we are by now.
People,
It's naked man
hold the
doing
chat. Hold the
YouTube.
chat. Wait a
Hold the
minute. Hang
chat.
on a second.
Yes, because we have special guests. Like, not only his cast actually decided to rein her title in as Mrs. Mayhem, because you know she freaking is. I'm glad she owns it now. Mrs. Mayhem's here with us. Charlie Welsh is here with us. Okay. Brother Bob, our absolutely wonderful special guest, going to give us a sermon in a
He's
minute.
holding quiz hostage, just so you
He's
know.
holding quiz hostage. I hope he holds
I'm
them well,
telling you,
because
brother High Inquisitor is just
Oh my god.
fine.
I can't.
I'm just telling you. I hope he's holding you right in just the way you like it.
Right now, he's the low inquisitor.
Yeah, because that's how we like it on Mayhem. So, but anyway, and welcome, Dirty. What? Wait a minute. I can't
Oh
even
my
get
god.
it. Wait a minute. What?
Dirty
What?
record.
Dirty record? What?
Yep.
Oh, come on. It's fucking Saturday here. It's like in your country. That's shower day. Like, what the hell? What the hell? Dirty record?
Shower day.
We're gonna have to talk after the show.
I think,
Okay?
I think Brother Bob needs to
Judy
have a talk with
Reckon, why
him.
don't you come on down to
Oh no.
the holy love and take a warm shower with me?
Oh no.
Well,
Run, record, run.
see what you did? See what you did? But on that, I think that we all need a cleansing. And so, hey, chat, are you ready for the sermon of the month? The mayhem sermon from Brother Bob? Okay. Hey, Mousy. If you say no, too bad. It's my show. I'm doing it anyway. Here we go. And remember, people, humor mandatory. If you don't think it's funny, well, just don't laugh. But if you have anything else to say, the door's over there. Like to the left, you just push the button and then it opens and down you go. Okay, here we go. Anyway, you ready?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm knocking you all
Ready.
off stream for this one. This one gets its own, all its own. Here we go.
I strangled myself before I
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to Brother Bob's Church of Holy Love. Our Claire Bear has asked Brother Bob to identify the most sensual sounds you will hear at the Church of Holy Love. So let's get to it. Our first sound is no surprise.
What happened?
I think it broke.
I think it froze. I think it broke.
How
No.
did that?
It can't
Hang on a
handle
second.
Brother
Hang on a
Bob.
second.
He's
Brother
mining.
Bob.
Told you, YouTube is just not gonna let this go.
Nope. Yeah, it is. Because I'm
You
sending
cannot
it
spread
right
your word of
now
love.
to Secret Agent Ricker, and this is going to happen. This is going to happen. I'm sending it to the audio director of the show. Yeah, I hear
Yep.
you. It's my resources. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I tested it. It was good, but hold on.
Oh,
I'm
wait a
sending
minute.
it to you. I'm sending it to you.
Yeah, exactly. Brilliant. It was way too powerful.
It was way too broke the Church of Holy Love. It just broke the internet. Like that's just like wild, right? It's just like unbelievable.
They
Okay.
couldn't handle Brother Bob's
hmm
sexual voice.
Because I closed Drive and everything, record is taking me for a minute. Just hold on. I'm
That really
getting it.
got their attention fast, too.
Mm. Brother Bob knows how to get the gobs.
Brother Bob knows how to get anything he wants. Isn't that right, Wrecker Boy?
Oh, dear.
Wait, Jordan Peterson, is that you?
I think we're gonna have some harassment lawsuits after tonight. I'm just
Huh?
kidding. Oh, because he's harassing, he's messing
Don't
with
let-
us.
It's okay. Don't
Don't let
worry,
Clay know.
Mr. Clay. I'm just behaving myself over here.
Never behave
Okay,
yourself.
I think this is it. Is that it? I think I linked you. I think you got it now. I'll shut down the. Yeah.
Wait, did you send it directly to me?
Oh yes, in a DM. It's loading in your DM right now. Yes.
Oh,
What on that?
okay.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Malort. Hey, rabbits. Nice to see you. Brilliant. Yep. When it rains, it pours. What can I tell you? I'm having technical difficulties, but we're still going to carry on. Hey, T King. It's nice to see you here. Jujubee. Cool. Yeah, we're going to have a lot to talk about while we're getting the sermon ready. You know, last month we said we were going to talk about sensual sounds and things like that here because everybody's different. Everybody has something, and sensual doesn't always mean sex, right? I mean, could you guys agree with that? It's not
Yeah.
always.
Mm.
Yeah. No, because
Yeah.
I
to
don't think
me,
they're agreeing with you at all right now.
I know I don't think they're agreeing with me about anything right now, are they? But
I especially didn't agree with you last night. I just gotta get that out there.
okay. Just all right, and for anybody who doesn't know what that's about, Mrs. Cassandra threw me under the carpet in the middle of my own stream. That the last minute I ran for a group of friends because we were all debating on which was the worst movie sequel ever, and apparently I did a misnomer and really offended Mrs. Cassandra by picking Blues Brothers 2000 because, like, I'm sorry, it disappointed me greatly. It did. And I did pick it on clear emotion because there were definitely some worst ones out there. The
Yeah.
other ones were Exorcist 2 and Charlie's was Netherland, Never Ending Story 2.
Which
rather.
Charlie won. He won.
Charlie
We're just gonna
won
say
because
won.
he tied both J.L. Warren and Patrick the Great multiple times during that vote. And I do believe that people
Socks were
using
used.
Socks were used. Yes. And Patrick the
Crusty
Great.
socks.
Patrick
were
the
used.
Great actually admitted to using socks to break the tie, which was like kind of funny.
He said he only had 4.
Yeah. Well, no, J.L. Warren. Yeah, he said he only had 4. But,
Yeah, allegedly.
But rules of debate always admit a part of the lie to make the rest of it look true. And I pulled that on him. I said, "Don't you play with me like that. I know what you're doing there. You said 4. It really was 20. Like we know. Like we know. You can't.
I do have to just like give you the benefit of the doubt though, because when you watched it, obviously you watched it with expectations. I'm thinking
I
like,
did because I saw the first one. I loved it, and my big beef with it was not to redo the whole stream. You guys should just go watch the
I
stream
know,
to hear
right?
what I had to say about it. But basically, they waited 18 years and 10 years after one of the main characters died, and I just think nobody needs money that bad that you got to go on an original classic like that and piss all
No,
over.
I opened up the can again. Oh no.
There you go. Anyway,
I was just gonna say
real
like
deal.
I just watched. I enjoyed it because it
All
was
I have to
something-
say is Princess Bride. Were you not a mod for a whole damn year without watching Princess Bride? Like you were
Probably over a
hanging
year.
on to your mod status by the hairs on your head because you didn't watch the
Trying
Princess
to
Bride.
change the subject.
Yeah, I am. I'm just saying. Princess Bride. I'm just gonna throw it back at you right there. You and Record,
Can I-
some nerve, both of you.
I smell something burning. What is it? Like burning hair or something?
Yes. Oh, Brother Bob, you ready?
Hey, John.
I'm always ready for something
Is there
good.
anything you'd like to tell the masses before we play your wonderful sermon for the month?
Y'all
Again.
need to sit down,
Yes.
turn your headphones up real loud, and take a nice long toke off of that funky cigarette you're smoking.
Or anything else you might be smoking. I don't know. This is like, forget about sensual sounds. Like, Bob, continue. Anyway, the floor is yours, Ricker. Push buttons. Push.
Shall we begin? Let's
Push,
go.
please.
Isn't that what he always does?
Uh-huh.
I have strangled myself before I have.
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to Brother Bob's Church of Holy Love. Our Claire Bear has asked Brother Bob to identify the most sensual sounds you will hear at the Church of Holy Love. So let's get to it. Our first sound is no surprise to the brothers who's visited us before. It's the sound of those crying out to God to come fill them up. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Another of our sensual sounds here at Brother Bob's Church of Holy Love is over at our confessionals. When you're on your knees trying to confess, but you can't get anything to come out. And while those brothers are quite devoted to what they do, we can't forget our brothers who go into seclusion to show their devotion to God. Lastly, what could be more sensual than a nice warm shower after a hard day of praising God? That's all for the sounds of passion here at Brother Bob's Church of Holy Love. I'd like to invite all the brothers down if you want to hear these sounds personally.
Whoa. Wow.
I have strangled myself before I have.
That's a sound too.
I need a drink of water. Thank you. Well, Brother Bob, wow.
Yes.
I love the cathedral echo you got going on there.
Well, you know, we've got a large open cavern of space.
You.
It does actually make the sound kind of weird. Like, yeah, thank you.
I think I need to go
That's-
to church.
You know, when you're inviting God to come inside, you gotta have something
Oh,
big
no.
for him.
Oh God! Don't. Okay, wait. This was supposed to be about this.
Oh,
well,
God, it's
obviously
another-
It was
That's a-
about not a
That's
sensual
another
sounds.
sensual.
Yeah,
That is
there's
a
definitely.
huge,
yes,
huge pew
huge.
you've got there.
Mhm.
Don't be passing
Yes,
those
if
pictures
y'all want
around
to
in the
see it,
background.
all you gotta do is come on down to Brother Bob's Church of Holy Love, and we'll be happy to show it to you.
I think he did, Jujubee. Hopefully, he has a sense of humor because it was this. It was It was actually pretty funny. A good play on words. Like, you know what we say here: humor mandatory, and everything's up for conversation. We're not that. Yeah, you outdid yourself. I have no idea what the sermon's going to be like next month, but I can't wait. I can't wait for the next one. Thank you so much for entertaining us with that. Hopefully you've
Are you
brought a
gonna
few.
release
Hmm?
quiz from the basement yet? Or are you still gonna hold
No,
them hostage?
Quiz is currently in
I haven't
seclusion,
heard the safe word yet.
taking a
yeah,
nice warm shower
yeah. That's what safe
with
words are
some of
for.
the other brothers.
See, he's really
I'm
not
sure he's
complaining.
performing his services
Mhm.
quite
Yeah,
extraordinary.
you know, Quiz, he's always busy. He's very, very busy. He's very busy. He's not complaining about being in the basement. We've not heard any safe words, any complaints whatsoever. So,
As a matter of fact, one of those sounds was his. I won't say which.
Juju B, if you do burst out laughing next time you gargle because you think about that sermon, I want to know about it because, like, I don't want to be the only one.
That'll
Like,
be
please,
awkward if I think about it
like,
when I'm gargling. Never mind.
I
Man,
can't.
just remember if you're gonna gargle, make sure it's with some warm,
I'll tell you right now, I've
This isn't a
nearly
slightly
sermon, it's a sermon.
salty
it's not
water.
a sermon, it's a sermon, is what it was. Like, exactly. But I actually am fearing my cup right now. I know I need to drink something because I was laughing so hard, but I'm afraid of what will happen.
You can't. You're not safe. It's not safe to
You
drink.
might
It's not
start
safe.
squirting.
No, this used to be. Oh! Hey now, that's a little much. That's more action shot, but we were supposed to be talking about sounds. So, all right, I'm gonna put y'all on the
You need to
spot
keep
since you did.
hoping. You need to keep popping your energy drink. That will get her squirting.
Oh,
It
yeah.
does. Like, I actually like that sound. That is a good sound. And also, we were talking about this earlier. I
Are
love
you
the sound of.
sipping right now?
Oh, Jesus.
Mm.
Oh my goodness.
Is that your version of a good slurp? Was that a good slurp right here on YouTube in front of everybody?
Hey, you want a bit of slurp?
Oh,
No,
hold
wait,
on.
I gotta
Let me get
swallow.
in
Hold on.
position for you to be able to
Wait.
do
Let me
that.
take a don't do anything. Let me take Stop! Stop it! What is this? It's like Mayhem's turned into like kindergarten 101. Let's just blow
Mayhem?
bubbles in our chocolate milk. It's like, what the hell is going on here? I literally had
The
visions of blowing
challenge: who
bubbles.
can gargle better than Quit?
Uh, I'm not in that challenge. I'm still trying to just swallow a mouthful of coffee here.
Well, you're having trouble swallowing a mouthful of coffee.
I know.
You're
Don't
gonna have
deeply
to
minding
down
me
at the
of what
Church
a
of
quitter I am.
Holy
Just stop.
Love.
Just stop. Okay. Look. All right. Sensual sounds. I like the sound of broken glass.
Mm.
Is that why you have that on?
It doesn't have to get you. I just mean it calms me down. Like, I just
I think
like
Sigmund
it.
Freud would have a field day with that.
I think he would too. And
I
I'm
think it's
up.
because you're a Brooker hooker.
I'm not a hooker, but I am a brooker tooker or the looker. I don't remember which one. I think Charlie was the looker and I'm the tooker, and I think Kim was the hooker. Actually, sorry, Kim, but I think
Oh, she
yeah,
owns it. She owns it.
yeah. No, listen. On a sidebar, as far as sensual sounds, I heard a lot of them in the episode of Black Mirror that played, the first one that we watched last night. There were some lines on that just had me like I was just in my. I watched it more than once already. Like, I just can't. I don't want to spoil it for Saturday though. But if you haven't seen it, people, get ready, go watch it, and then be terrified with me. Like, it's gonna thought provoke you right into a dumpster fire for sure. But I'll be here for you. You can come talk to me because I
I don't
don't
know
want
if
to
I
be
want that
alone.
in my life right now. It already is.
I just don't want to be alone with it. I want you all with me. Like, I did it already, and I'm there. Like, come on, go watch it and come
I'll
with
watch
me,
it tonight.
people.
I have no doubt.
Because isn't coming together like the purpose? Like,
Come together
You'd like to hope so.
right
yeah,
now.
yeah, doing it solo
Over
is
me.
okay, but it's not the same thing. It's just not. I love the Beatles too. Oh
So
my god.
tell me, Charlie Wells, what's
Uh-oh.
your favorite sensual
No,
sound?
actually, rabbits, I didn't throw rocks at abandoned buildings to get the sound, but I could tell you about it later. I actually did something really weird, and that's why Charlie thinks I need Freud. Like, I would just
Uh-oh.
break the
Yeah.
bottles, like in a
I
can,
think you
like in a
need to
garbage
go.
can, or in a bathtub, or like against some porcelain or something, just to hear the sound.
I
Like,
think
yeah.
you need to go and confess to Brother Bob.
No, like last time I did that, we ended up with a whole new show.
Unfortunately, it's not available on
And a
YouTube.
couple of
However,
bastard kids.
It's not, and
if you go into www.
blackmailthebear.com, like,
biggerblackerbear.com.
it's definitely being held over my head to keep me in line, like as if, but still. Bottles, neon tubes, etc. Then yes, you know what? Rabbits, there's definitely a difference between the break-in of one of those fluorescent neon tubes, those lights, the big long ones that they used to have.
We really need to know how you know
Mhm.
this.
Because I've done it. Because I've actually done it. Like I broke those
What
in a
what
trash
have you
can.
done?
We
How
were
many
clean-
glasses have you broken?
This
Millions.
is getting weird.
Millions. I have broken millions of bottles, glasses, light bulbs.
Have you
name it.
broken any over anyone's head?
That I'm not answering on YouTube.
Just answered.
I am from Jersey.
Definitely wouldn't know.
There's a reason we all have a reputation. Like, I can't tell you. It's like a prerequisite to live here. I don't know what to tell you. No,
I'm
that's
sure
not
it's
it.
I'm sure it's probably past the whatever that thing is where you can
The statute of
say what.
limitations.
That's the one. Statute
They
of
called you
limitations.
Miss Payne, but it was spelled like window pane.
Yeah, Miss Payne. Yep. Yep. You see, rabbits? I'm not alone. Rabbits is with me, and rabbits is cool. So there you
Well,
go.
there's more than one completely psychotic person in the world. We know that.
Oh, Miss Charlie. Oh, this is nothing like your best
I'm with
friend
you.
calling-
I am too. I can say that. We smell
Nothing
our
like-
own.
Nothing like your best friend calling you a psycho bee out here on YouTube for everybody.
Bam!
I own it. I'm a little weird. I own it. I own my
So
weirdness.
do I.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So if we're not going to talk about the sounds of sensual pleasure or any of that anymore, that we could not do it better than Brother Bob just did. I'm just saying, like, there ain't nothing I can add to that. That I will for free anyway. Like, I'm gonna have to start another channel for you all
I'm
to hear
really
that.
trying to think. I don't even
Wait,
know.
what did
I don't even
that
know if
say? I
have
didn't
one.
even get to read it. I saw
Oh.
my name for a second. Put it back up. You know, okay. Be
I'm already
careful
up.
with the
Huh?
Be careful with the broken fluorescent lights. The coating inside the tube is not something you want to get in a car. Yes, I know that. That's why I do it inside a really tall garbage can, the metal kind, so it makes the loudest noise. It's a whole process, Tony, but don't worry. I'm actually a smart bear.
We really
actually,
need a whole nother show
Yeah.
on how to
on
break
how to break glass efficiently for the
by
We'll
best.
call
Flavor.
it lay on the couch, Claire. That's what we'll call it.
No.
Listen, I haven't
Well-
done that in a long time, but
Tread carefully.
yeah, tread carefully is right. I like that. I like that. Tread carefully. I want a shirt, Charlie. You got to make me one of that. Now you know what to put on it. It's me in front of the trash can with the broken bottles. Like, you know.
No, you're laying on a couch, chucking a fucking light bulb at a wall. Fucking. There's a scared psychiatrist sitting there scribbling on a notepad feverishly.
I just have this image of her like polishing up this really nice piece of fine crystal glass and just looking at it and then
Chucking it.
fucking throwing it at the floor and being like, yes.
Well, I will tell you what, that is one of the most disappointing episodes of Broken Glass, if that's what you want to call it, that I've had in my life. My sister-in-law and I weren't getting along, and she gave me some very expensive glass bookends. They were made by some cut glass company from Ireland, you know, the really fancy one. I don't want to mention the name because I don't want to sound like all that. But when you threw them, they didn't break. I was really disappointed.
Wait, what? How do you? Wait, they were crystal glass and they didn't break when you hit.
No,
when you
they were
threw them at
that heavy. They were that heavy that, first of all, it took me both hands to pick up one, and it was heavy. Like, I really felt my muscles bulging while I picked up this bookend. And then I was like,
Just
and I
like Brother
threw
Bob.
it. And I threw it into a very large aluminum trash can, and it bent and split the side of this trash can on the seam and fell over and did not break. And it was a very one of the most traumatic episodes of Broken Glass. Thank you, Wrecker, for reminding me. I need that couch now, Charlie.
On to the kink. Let's do this.
Yes, let's do it. Okay, hold on. All right, hold on.
Remember,
Hold
3
on.
fingers.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You can finish that rhyme if you want.
Yes, I already did.
3 things one and the same.
Oh my God. Where was I when this was going on? All right. Anyway.
Taking pictures.
Maybe.
Playing
Probably.
tiddlywinks.
Tiddly and winks. I like to do them separately. I don't know about you guys, but anyway. Today we wanted to also talk about kink versus fetish because also I just decided I have absolutely misnamed this show because I did not know it was about how psychotic is Claire actually, because now I actually have to go into this subject, which becomes a topic because I actually had to be explained the difference between a kink and a fetish because I didn't know. Like I was confusing the two, and I don't know how many other people are like that, but I don't know. I got some of the best answers I've ever heard in Discord, and we decided we all need to talk about it. And thank you, rabbits. Thank you so much for that. Like nobody puts up the good comments for me. Like thank you, you shitheads. Like rabbits is like, don't listen to them. I broke my fair share of all sorts of glass in my youth. It was there, had nothing else to do. So bam, exactly. And it's calming. It's much better than being aggressive to people or other things or breaking things. Like, you know what? It was all going to get recycled anyway. All I could say is like it worked for me. But Waterford glass is expensive and you smashed it up. Actually I didn't smash it up, crazy cats. I tried like hell to smash it up. But in my defense, you haven't met my sister-in-law. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to
Well,
say.
I mean, you share the same blood, so
No, we
it speaks
don't.
for itself.
No, we don't. My
sister-in-law.
The only
Okay,
thing
so
we
sorry.
have
Let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
You share the same family.
No, we don't. It's an ex. Like no longer. Like gone. Like Like whoa. Like nothing. No, we share nothing but the air around the earth and the same planet, and that's
There's
it.
a reason she's an ex.
Yeah, there's a reason they're all exes. I'll tell you that right there. I'll tell you that right there. Anyway, yeah, there's a reason people become exes. But anyway. Yes, I believe it, Jujubee. We have a lot in common. I believe we do have the same sister-in-law somewhere down the line, or at least one with the same damn attitude. We should talk. I don't know. Anyway, kink versus fetish. Hey, chat. You guys are real clear on the difference between kink versus fetish? Like, cause I wasn't. Like, we always talk very openly here on Mayhem about like handcuffs and whips and spankings and this, that, and the other thing.
Feet.
But I was really confused about the difference. Like, when does it become a fetish? Like, where are the lines here between kink and fetish? You know what I mean? Like, and apparently there are actual lines. And I forget which one
Stand
of
around
you.
the panty line for sure.
Well, it is so. Well, how do you then? How can you decide when you don't wear panties?
I don't know.
This could explain my confusion. This could explain it right here because, like, I don't know.
I can explain if you'd like. A kink is something like when you hear Charlie's deep, sultry tones and it gets you all excited inside. That's a kink. Now, a fetish would be if I needed to keep hearing Charlie's sultry tones to make the fountain shoot off, if you know what I'm saying.
I think I got a clue here.
Yeah, that was very well veiled. Yeah,
that was very well veiled. I think what you're saying is, if you enjoy something or it arouses you a little bit, or you get a little bit excited about any kind of act, sound, or whatever, that could be a kink. But if you need it to get the job done, like to finish, that's a fetish. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's all about the need, not the want, not the desire, not the fun. Because, like, let's admit it, we're all grown-ups here. We're all adults. We all, if you're in a committed relationship, even with the same person for years, I mean, you got to actually spice things up once in a while, and like, vanilla's great, but it's not meant to be the only thing, right?
Right.
Yeah,
You gotta have some Neapolitan, you know what I'm saying?
exactly. Like,
I agree completely, Charlie. We should
Little bit
mix
of
our
double
ice
stuffed
cream
Oreo right
sometime
there.
soon.
I like Brilliant. Brilliant, what the hell is that? Like, wait a minute. Here's a good explanation.
That's a
Not
good
wearing
one.
panties is a fetish. Wearing your panties in the mouth is a kink. No, that's the opposite. Like, I don't have, like, no. Okay. I,
Let's
Should
have
I
it.
explain it again?
yeah, I don't know. I always thought that a kink is slightly naughty, but mostly straight. It is, Tony. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong. Kink is usually safe, consensual, consent. We're talking about safe, consensual activities. Like everything we're talking about here tonight. We're not talking about like
John,
the
no.
other stuff.
Why did you have to do it like that?
No.
The fudge stripe.
Okay. Fudge stripes, is that a kink or a fetish? I need to know, John. Like, you weren't here for the discussion, and I need further explanation.
He's talking about if you put it in if you put the panties in your mouth.
Ew! No, John! That's just not even either. That's weird. That's like
Skid
what?
Row.
Skid Row. That's just. But then again, who am I to talk? Hot Pocket things exist. And,
Oh,
like,
please. Why did you do it?
It takes all kinds of
Don't
people in
forget the
world.
truffle butter.
No,
Oh
stop!
my
No, stop! Oh my god. Okay, listen. You see what they did to me? This is why we're talking about it out here. I needed my chat. I needed the people of YouTube to help me with this. You see how they torture me? Like,
I think the people at YouTube should put in their favorite kinks.
Mm-hmm.
What makes it nice for you all?
Well, it doesn't have to be all the time, but I like an occasional smack on the butt. I do. I like a little. I like a little smack on the butt here and there.
Charlie, how about you? What?
That's what I was going to say. One of my sensual sounds was a good old hand on the ass, but yeah, we didn't
Well,
get
there
there.
you go. Well, you can talk about sensual sounds while we talk about kinks because they're linked together. But I felt like the conversation had moved somewhere dangerous that I didn't want to hear what everybody's sensual sounds were right then because of the psychosis.
Are you saying that you don't want me to tell everybody what my favorite sexual?
I want to hear it. I'm feeling adventurous tonight, brother. Bob.
I'm already. Wait, no, I'm not going to finish that sentence.
You know, one of my favorite sounds is also a kink of mine.
Yeah, what is that?
It's when a handsome man tells me to get on my knees and get to work.
Oh, so the pre-gargle sound, like the glug glug before the gurgle.
Summa cum laude.
Summa cum laude and often. Yes. I get it. Smacking during sex is a kink. Liam, I get that. That sound right there, that is a very common one from what I read. And yes, people, I did do some reading. That's how this all started to come about. Because at first I was going over complaints about mass media. And one of the complaints about mass media was how they actually pick these fetishes and kinks as new and put them out there. And they don't even exist. And they're just trying to push this weird bullshit stuff for ratings, and it really pissed me off.
Weird agenda.
Yeah, like a weird agenda. And I was like, why, people? Why? We're not going to go into what actually it is, but one of them was screwing coconuts, which doesn't exist. People are not out there cracking open Wait, let me just...
Wouldn't that also be a fetish? Because you kind of need the coconut to finish at that point.
Oh my goodness, you got quiz out. You got quiz out the closet.
Just rub it on my cheek a little while I do it.
It doesn't even exist. There's nothing to this thing. Nobody's out there freaking doing it to coconuts. Okay? Not to the actual brown fuzzy like white meat in the middle and milk coconut. Okay, nobody's doing that. Okay, but the media made this big thing about it for on and off. It keeps coming back up, and I was looking into it, and then I found out what it really was. And shame on the media, shame on them, because it was actually meant something else totally. They misconstrued the whole thing, and they're actually promoting hate speech when they say it. And that's all I'm going to say about it. It was totally disgusting.
It depends on the country you're in.
Tony, I am so naive, and I am in America. In here, that didn't mean what it meant in other places. I was really upset when I found out about it, actually. But some kinks can be fetishes and vice versa. You're right, rabbits, because actually the defining factor that turns it into a fetish is if you need it. If you cannot complete the act, go all the way, have an orgasm without it, then it's a fetish. If you need it, like one example that I think it was Quiz gave to me, and it came from one of the articles also I saw that I was reading, and Quiz actually helped me straighten it out by saying, if I hear my neighbors having sex through an open window and I get hot and bothered and turned on by it, that's a kink. But if I have to watch them having sex or listen to it to actually have an orgasm, that's a fetish. Okay.
So what about both?
Oh God,
That's
Charlie.
called premature ejaculation,
That's a
and you might want to get
good-
that checked out.
Yeah, that's called Charlie.
If it's still required for you to get off,
Yeah, I got
it is a fetish.
I think it's called like Charlie. We might get a discount on the fucking psychotherapy if we go
But
together
you know,
now.
Charlie, if you come down to the Church of Holy Love, I'm sure we can find out what your kinks are and what your fetishes are.
I know, Mousy. Actually, consenting adults, they prepare ahead. They talk about these things. I would just recommend, if you have a kink or a fetish, you don't whip it out on somebody without like talking to them about it first. You can get yourself in a lot of trouble.
Hey, you
Awkward.
want
Awkward. Like the guy that jumps out of the closet in a full fox suit and goes, "Are you ready?" And I'm like, "What the fuck? Like, no. Like, don't you think we should have talked about this first?"
What does
like,
the fox
no.
say?
What does the fox say? Because the bear says, no, 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 no. Take that smelly suit that's been like God knows where out of my room. Like out. Like what I mean is you have to have the conversation first. Like, don't surprise people with that. Don't surprise them with fox suits and shit like that. Kind of weird. Like, it's kind of like the chance you take when you show up naked to somebody wearing a raincoat. When they answer the door, you flash them and they shut the door. Like, it's that kind of thing. Like, it could be awkward. It could be awkward if you don't have the conversations ahead of time. Because the media has put the idea of using coconuts as male sex toy out there. It is only a matter of time before someone gets caught on a beach somewhere. I guess so, but I don't even see how that works as a male sex toy. It's, first of all, we all know how hard coconuts are. You're going to hurt yourselves, people, if you're that desperate. Like, there are other things, like, get a warm rash rag. I don't know what to tell you. It if you need a coconut, like, that's dangerous. You could get hurt.
Yeah.
Aim in the coconut.
Make sure you
I like to
smooth those
read.
edges off.
No, actually,
I like to read. They're called smut novels.
Smut novels. You like to, you know what? And that's I think we all have. I love to read very sensual stories. They do affect me. Like, especially the ones, historical dramas, and they have.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about corny romance. I'm talking about steamy stuff, like it's not exactly porn, but it's like
It might as well
exactly
be
what
in your
everybody's
head.
doing. There's a lot of touch in this. They're very explicit about what they're doing and why they're doing it, and it always involves this push-pull kind of relationship to where you don't know if they're really going to be together or they're not going to be together. It's like, and it's almost always things that a position or a situation I couldn't even see myself in. Like, I'm not walking into Taco Bell and ordering an orgasm. Okay. Okay. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going up to the counter. I don't care how hot the guy is who's taking my order. I'm not going to go, "Can I have an orgasm, please?" No, it's not going to happen. Like, no, I could never do that. But it happens in these books, in like, it's kind of fun
Quiz.
to read it.
Quiz is like, I did that yesterday.
Wait a minute. You put the sperm in the coconut and shake it all up. Apologies, Mr. Nice. Now that song's gonna be stuck in my head.
No,
Do you know what song? I know some of you younger folks may not know that.
I know
You
what
put
song
the
you're
lime
talking
in the coconut and mix it.
And
It's
mix
a
it all
drinking
up.
song. Yes, but I don't know. We are making fun, but actually, the whole term about it is quite slanderous in some countries, and that is what I was offended about it and started part of this conversation.
Oh,
But yeah.
John, what Taco Bell you going to?
No,
No.
not after eating there, but I can understand why, because then you would have to actually like the sound of like wet farts and stomach aches, I would say. Taco Bell
Wet
kind of equals
farts,
wet
stomach
farts.
aches.
Yes, like yes.
You know,
like-
that's one of the central sounds we hit, Brother Bob's Church of Holy Love.
Oh, you
I
did?
wasn't
Yeah.
going to
Oh
mention
no.
that.
You weren't going to mention that one. Does that qualify as a kink? If you just like the sound, it's just kink. Yeah.
Well, it's just a sound you're going to hear down at the
Mm-hmm.
church.
All right. Okay.
And bubbles popping.
I don't know. Do I even need to run a poll to say if there's anybody in the chat that has not done some of the things that are listed up? First of all, could somebody explain the mermaid to me? Like, I put that there on purpose. I don't get it.
What?
I am naive. Why is the mermaid a kink, and what is it? Or is it a fetish?
What is it?
No, shit.
What is
What
it?
is
But
it?
Okay,
would you
wait,
want a mermaid that has a fish head or fish head and human legs, or a
it's a
fish tail and human
It looks like
Top
a
or
fish
bottom?
tail.
What are we looking for here, Bob?
top or bottom?
No, the picture
Head or
has
tail?
has a fish tail. It has a fish tail. I don't know why it was listed in the fetishes. These all came through as pictures under kink and fetish, and the mermaid was there, and I didn't understand it. I thought I'd bring it to YouTube and try to get it figured out for myself, but doesn't look like you guys know. Nobody
Maybe
knows?
it's a fisherman's
The
king.
man is something I would rather have.
A fisherman, I know.
I said
think so.
merman.
Merman's, yes.
Oh, good.
You know, Justin Momoa, there was some pictures of him out as a merman, and he looked.
Jason.
Jason?
Who?
Jason?
No, come on. Oh no.
Jesus Christ.
I love you guys. I really do. No, you know who I'm talking about, Aquaman. I don't care. I don't even.
There's only
actually,
one Jason she's talking about,
Does
and that
he,
is Aquaman.
does he live in New Zealand by chance?
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. They're the original femme fatale. Is that it? The mermaid? Is that it? Because they've got some of them call them the sirens of the sea. They've got the voice that calls you and you can't resist and everything. And then you get there and there's nothing you can do with them because the bottom half is a fish. Like,
Doesn't mean the mouth don't work.
does it actually mean the kink of like longing and unfulfilled, like whatever, or what, or like the exoticness of and something you can't have?
Could be for
Like-
guys with really little dicks that would just be fine just rubbing up against a fishy woman for a while.
I think they usually when the little ones like that, they rub against anything. Like, what do they need a mermaid for? Really? Well,
John, I don't think they were mentioning that, Jason.
Did you get it out yet? I'm done.
jeez, that's sad. That's actually sad. If you have to ask, that's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. I don't know. Nothing against the size of anything. If you know how to use it, it really doesn't matter. Seriously. A fishy woman is not pH balanced. This is true, Jujubee. This is absolutely true. Coming in with the facts.
Out there, drink.
She smells like fish.
I think it was Wrecker, but I'm not saying anything. I don't know. It wasn't me. I didn't drink my coffee yet. I'm trying to, but I'm scared. Ariel's bra has starfish as cups. Starfish mouths are located in the middle of their body.
Oh,
You mean
that
like
is a
Oh,
fetish.
oh.
That is
So
a
it's
fetish.
sucking on her nipples while she sing. No wonder why
Wow.
she's so happy.
That's kind of kinky, and
Why
that
would
kind of
she
brings
want to
me
be?
to another kink. Let me just like lately they've been talking about tentacle kink with the Japanese animes and all of this. That's been around for centuries, by the way. There's a thing about octopus. If you all remember, I had an octopus as my intro for a while there. Octopuses can lead to quite the fantasy sexual kind of thinking, if you think about it.
Mousy.
Well, look at
There's
the
a lot of
tentacles.
sucking going on, I'll tell you
Right,
that.
they got all those little suction cups. That's a lot of pressure and sucking and kissing and pressure and you know what, all over the place. Like it's like having all of those little mouths like everywhere. Hmm. I don't know, John. I've never been. I wouldn't wear starfish for that reason. Now that Verillion has said that, because I'm way too sensitive for that to be going on. Nope.
I've been trying to find out for you what this mermaid kink is, and there's not. I can't find anything
You
on
know what?
Google.
I searched. That's why I'm bringing it to YouTube because I searched. You know, I do my research. I am naive, and when there's stuff I don't know about, I figure I'm not embarrassed. I don't know. There's probably that just never occurred to
I
me.
don't know either.
You know, it's
Mousy,
not
as
like
long as there's about 10,000 volts going through them, cheers.
wow. I think our guy here, Dirty Wrecker's into pain. I'm making notes. I don't know. I'm
We got
gonna need
Juju enjoying
suggestions.
8 arms.
Okay, you know what, Juju? I'm with you with that. There is such a thing about that, tentacle thing with all the arms, like, you know,
It can touch all the right places
yeah, but
at
women
once.
like. Listen, the thing is, I don't know if it transposes to men, and the men here can actually speak for themselves. But come on, women, don't we all like we like to be touched, right? So there's that thing, like there's got
Get a good ass smacking from the Kraken.
exactly. Exactly. You're speaking my language
Hey.
here, Charlie. Like one hand smacking my ass, the other one's all wrapped around me, one caressing my hair. We got suction cups like kissing me everywhere. Who
The other one's
wouldn't love
making
this shit?
breakfast over there.
Exactly. And then all those arms, they can clean up when they're done, feed me and everything afterwards. Like it's like a win-win as far as I'm concerned. There's a lot to it. I could see what they're talking about, just being enveloped like that, But anyway, that's just a woman's point of view or a bear's point of view, however you want to look at it. The
It's a
crap.
I don't
point
think a
of view.
bear would see it like that, personally.
This bear does.
A bear is
Seriously.
too busy on cocaine.
No, that bear was not this bear.
Not you, bear.
But you know what? I everybody was like talking to me about that after the stream about the about like what was the worst movie sequel, and they were like, what if Cocaine Bear comes out with a sequel, you gonna trash it? I said, hell no, I watched Cocaine Bear like 4 times. Like I would watch it again today. It was so funny. I said, as long as they actually did it with the same tongue-in-cheek humor, that they know it's ridiculous what they're doing and they're not taking themselves seriously, I would love it. It wouldn't bash on it. It might not live up to the first one, but I would watch it. I definitely would watch it. One arm to do the dishes, so Squiddly Daddy and Yogi Bear. Absolutely, rabbits. I'm looking for a fine ass octopus in my life. Definitely. Send me all the octopi. Definitely. Oh
Not an octopusy? No?
no, I want an octopi. Thank you. Yeah. No. No, I don't know. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I just was never attracted.
Yeah, I don't need 8 of them either.
I used to sell the tins machine and attachment and bug zappers tennis racket for those special spankings. Oh, you know what? I have. Are you talking about the tennis racket that bug zaps, Mousy? Because I have one of those. I have, but
Duly
You
noted.
just-
Duly
Okay.
noted. Duly noted. I will have to tell people where
Now
it is.
you
Yeah.
look what you did, Mousy. Look what you did.
Mhm.
We won't see Claire for another week.
No, that's not true. I'm back. Sorry, YouTube. It was not long enough for you, I realize, but the hell with you. Oh, anyway.
Oh, that's right. You got Black Mirrors tomorrow. So
I would say Tony Regime for me, Tony Regime. The attraction of tentacle porn is being held. Yes, I say that's a win. It shouldn't go anywhere. It has stayed here for centuries already. They're just acting.
Cthulhu.
They're just acting like it's new. Like the media is out there going, "Oh, have you heard about this?" Like you go to Cosmo or Men's Health, and they're like, "Have you heard about women's kink with like tentacles?" Like, buy yourself a squid, dudes. Like that's been around for centuries. Like, how about a good piece of advice for anyone looking for a way to actually please their partner? Think about what it actually means, that whole tentacle thing, and what they're actually looking for, and like go there with that. You don't need the freaking octopus to do it. You don't. You actually don't. You could probably do it on your own. 2 arms, 2 legs. You could do it. You could definitely do it. Well, I always hear octopi as 8 pies. Hey, you can never have too many pies, rabbits. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like
Tentacles
apple pies.
hentai. Like apple pies in cream pies in chocolate pie. I like chocolate pie. I actually prefer pie to
Cream
cake.
pies are the
Yeah.
best.
I actually prefer pie to cake. Actually, I know
Me too.
that
Me
sounds
too.
weird. But I do. I mean, cake has its place. It does. You sold them at the sex shop, Mousy? Like I had to buy mine at a what do you call it? Hardware store, because it was actually for swatting flies. Like
You
yeah.
get a lot of. Do you get your
Yeah.
sex toys at the hardware store too?
No, I just got the racket, like the tennis racket shaped thing that actually electrocutes the bugs. Like what
That's
you
one
swat
way
them
to
in
get
the air.
drilled.
But you know what? It does make that. We were talking about sensual sounds, and now I think I do have a problem, Charlie. You might be right, because the sound of a bug frying on that thing is delicious. I'm telling you, it's like, yeah, got that fucker, or whoa, that was a fatty. Like,
It's a hot July night. Where's Clara at? We can't find her. She's out back swatting fucking bugs and throwing
yeah,
bottles.
she's
Naked as shit. She's having the time of her life.
I
Oh my
would be out there.
We lost her.
You know those June bugs that light up and they're like all over the place. I'd just be swatting them. They'd be making that real loud popping sound. They'd be making that popping sound.
It's just see this romantic night where there's beautiful, fireflies flying everywhere, and then Claire just comes in swatting left, right,
Oh,
left,
goodness.
fucking smashing them bugs all night.
I do
I'm
actually like
telling
the
you.
sound of that too. I have to agree.
I
That's
do,
a
right?
nice sound.
When it just like makes that fry noise, and then you got one that
The-
just ate or is nice and fat. When it makes that like juicy pop, it's like
My favorite is when it gets the mosquitoes. It's like, yeah, that's what you get for trying to suck my blood.
That's right. That's like sucker. You got it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh my God, that can't be true, Liam. Is it? Oh no.
Yep.
Whoa.
Oh my.
Okay, all right. After you. Okay, you're in charge. Sorry, I forgot. There is a Darwin Award.
That's what I thought. You see?
Yeah, for a woman who used a sea creature as a living dildo and had eggs laid inside her, which then grew. Okay, that is a fetish. That's not even a kink,
That
right?
is terrifying.
No, I don't know what that is except for weird. Like I can't even classify it as a kink or a fetish because I don't know.
What
if it's
happened with the
fetish.
eggs?
That's a black
grew.
flag. Not even
They-
a red one. That's a black
Wait,
flag.
they grew inside her. And like, did they freaking hatch
That didn't
and
go over
crawl
my
out?
head.
Oh,
I
man.
heard you, Charlie, and I'm trying really, really hard not to react. It's just like, but Liam, I need more. Like, what happened to the eggs? Did they grow? I mean, you said they grew. Did they hatch? Did they crawl out of her? Did she keep them in there for ongoing pleasure?
Oh, my
Like, what was
goodness.
this?
She named
She
them.
died after they
Uh-uh.
hatched? She died from the hatching or from enjoyment? Like, did she like over pleasure herself or what? Like, this is weird. Whoa.
This feels so good. I'm gonna die.
John, he doesn't get to clip anything. He's gonna have to go to the video and clip that I said he was in charge. Like, yeah. Look at all these people on your side. It's like,
I'm just terrified right now.
yeah, I need evidence.
I don't want an octopus near me anymore.
You know what? I was looking forward to all those 8 arms holding me and
No,
cuddling me and
no.
stuff, and now I'm like, what if it crawled inside me and did something horrible like that? Like, no,
How
I
did they
don't.
get the eggs inside? Did they just like, here, let me just put my eggs
Listen,
in you?
it's my body, my choice. I don't want an egg. Okay, keep your goddamn egg. Like, keep your fucking egg, all of them. Like, I don't want it. Like, I don't want it. Like, I'm done. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. No, Liam, this is terrifying. Actually, I'm gonna have nightmares about that. Jujubee, I'm with you. This
Yeah.
is my lovely tentacle fantasy has been turned into a horror story. Like, I don't know
You can't
what
always
to do.
can't always get what you want.
Yeah, this is true. This
Sometimes
is
you
true.
can't even get what you need.
No, I always get what I need. Like, I'm a determined bear. Like, it is up to us. I will say this. When it comes to that, it is
20
up to
years ago.
it's up to us as individuals to get what we need. We all know what it is. You don't have to share it. You don't have to tell the world about it. You don't even have to tell your most intimate partner about it. But it is up to us individually to make sure that we get it. That's our responsibility, not anybody else's. Because nobody knows by osmosis what the frick it is. Like, that's just a fallacy. Like, if he really loved me, he would know how to please me. No, this is why I don't have a lot of girlfriends. That's just stupid talk. That's just
You know what I say to that? I say, I
Yeah.
can't read your mind.
Exactly. It's like, I'm sorry, but communication is key to everything, including sex. Unless you like spontaneous, silent with stranger sex, and that's fine. You can. It's not my boat, but that would be the only time it doesn't actually apply, except for you do have to wink at them or make some kind of gesture so they know. So I guess communication still is key. It's just not paramount. But yeah. Anyway.
There are so many jokes that I'm not going to make.
Why? There's a whole lull in the conversation now. Where's the
Give
joke?
one.
Get one. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, you can't say your safe word if you're all gagged and ball gagged.
I was going to ask you about that, but I didn't know if this was the place to do that. Could
We
somebody
got to know
explain
sign
that to me?
language, or at least a
Could-
little bit.
Could somebody talk to me about safe words and gags? Because I know gagging is a thing. I know that there are people who just like their hand put a hand over your mouth. Like, there is people on both sides, either doing the deed or not doing the deed, that actually like that. And how do you have a safe word if you can't speak?
You don't. You have a safe word. Now, the safe word works when you're not gagged, of course.
Yeah, but
But
if you're gagged,
if you are gagged, then you have the tap out.
oh, so you need a
Just like
safe
if
word
you
and a
were to
tapping.
fight,
You
you
need a
just tap out, and it's kind of like when they've got you impaled down your throat, and you need to breathe. You can't
It's
say
true.
the
You
safe
can't.
word,
You
so
got it.
you
You got to
tap
tap.
them,
Yes, you got to
and
tap.
they just
Okay.
back out and let you take a breath.
Wiggle right
Well.
ear twice. I can't wiggle my ears, rabbits. I'm in trouble. I can't wiggle my ears. I'm not one of those people who can wiggle their ears. But I do think that's really sexy on a man if he wiggles his ears at me. I gotta say, I just think that's adorable. I don't know, but I can't wiggle my ears. I put a picture in the Mayhem room on Discord that applies. I'll go. Okay, I don't have Discord up. I have to ask one of my assistants that are in charge.
Un momento, por favor.
Uh huh.
That's about as much of a different language as you're going to get from me.
It's okay. It's okay. That's one down. Okay, I could cross that off the list. You got that. I put a check in your box in the pros. There you go. All right. Yeah, Jujubee, it is intriguing, isn't it? But like, I don't know. Like, what is the tap out actually? Like, is it a universal tap out? Like, everybody kind of knows
Pretty
it?
much.
And I
Okay,
do I
listen.
need to learn this? Like, could you guys explain it to me? Because I wouldn't want to do it wrong.
Now
Like,
you do know that you normally have a safe word, right?
yes, I have a safe word. Yes, I
Okay.
do.
Everybody has their safe word. If you don't have a safe word and you're with your partner, y'all need to think about that. Now, if you're with your partner, you should be with someone you trust if you're going to
Mhm.
be doing things like putting a ball gag on.
Mhm.
Now, your partner will know certain things to do and not to do while you wear that ball gag,
Mhm.
but you all should have talked about it before. Like, if I'm gagged and I need to get out of it, I can tap you. Because then somebody's going to ask what happens if you're tied up and in a ball gag.
Mm.
Mm.
because that's happened before. So that's when you have complete and full faith in your partner that just by a look they can tell whether you need to be released or not.
Hmm.
Well,
I'm
do
not
you?
saying it's happened to me,
Uh-huh.
of course. I'm just saying I'm sure it's happened to
So,
others
so like when
somewhere.
they say like in the chat, they're saying like an MMA tap out, and you like, so you just agree ahead of a huge.
You should always agree to anything you're doing sexually ahead of time. Managing your expectations is the one thing that's going to get you everything you want.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
if you're messing with, let's say they've got a ball gag and they've got you tied to the bed, and then they take the whip to you or the crop.
I see. Oh, I don't know if
I
you
mean,
could. Yeah. Yeah.
you're going to need a way
Mm-hmm.
to tell these people or person that enough's enough. And
Because like it might not be just like a tap on the shoulder. They could misconstrue that. Like you really gotta like have like a 3 tap on the bed or like some kind of sequence that you both recognize as the that's it. I'm done. I've had enough. Right?
exactly,
Okay, I get it.
it's
Because
what
like
you
I'm
both
trying to
have come
see.
to know.
I'm seeing a situation where this could get misconstrued in a way, like, because you have your hands all over each other anyway, and I'm like tapping him on the shoulder, and he's like, "Oh, that feels nice," and I'm like, "Wait a minute!" Like, no, this is not good. A way to communicate what it actually means. I don't think I could actually type tap out in Morse code the safe word, Tony. I think that would take a bit of time and frustration for me anyway, because I really suck at Morse code. Yeah. And if you don't trust the person, of course, Mousy, of course, like that I could just say, like, experimenting with people you don't actually know really, really well
Yeah,
is probably.
that's not a one night stand kind of game.
No, it's not. And
No.
it's not like, look at me, I'm
That's
just so sexy, kinky, and you want me. It's not
that's
it's not the
American
way.
Psycho starring
Yeah.
Christian
Yeah,
Bale.
it's not like when you first meet somebody and you bring out all your kinks and stuff like that to try to entice them. No, it's not that like kind of thing. At least not if it's going to work successfully, because you don't know them. You don't know what theirs are. You know. So it's the a foot to the face is a more aggressive version of a tapping out. I see that. I would hope I wouldn't have to do that to my partner though, John, because if I do a foot to the face, this is not like a tap out. This is like done, over, like out. Yeah. A good mistress learns her clients' limits as works to create pleasure for them being reached. I get that. And you know what? There's a whole another path to the same conversation almost. We all know that all of that exists. There are professionals that do it. There are people that need it outside of their relationships just to fulfill it, or in their relationships in some way. Um, no, I get it. I totally do. It's a whole different thing, and it has rules and contracts and communication, basically, in agreements between people as adults with consent, which is the paramount thing here in all of those things. People try to sensationalize them like it's something wicked when it's not. It actually is more consensual and more agreement and more discussion than most sexual acts out there, actually. So they're often very careful.
Exactly.
Exactly. So I don't think it's anything that shouldn't be like out there talked about. People try to give it a bad name and like it's something to put under the carpet or not to
Oh,
talk about or admit.
anyone that tries to be above any kinks or fetishes and stuff, they're the worst. They're the ones that have the dirtiest kinks.
They're the ones with a goat tied up in the closet. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the
Yeah,
ones. They're the
exactly.
ones.
John, that is not a good safe word.
No, it's not. That is like a relationship killer. I don't think I could get off for a month if somebody said that to me during sex. Please don't try it. Whoever I have sex with next, don't even
It's
try
called.
that theory. Okay? Like, talk about the most unsexual thing, the most non-sensual sound you can make is wait, I'll say a few
I
of
am
them.
Andrew Tate. Take it, baby.
Yes, or Ben Shapiro. I know what you want. Matt Walsh, let me tell you about women. Oh, Jesus, I could go on forever, but that's a whole nother show. Maybe that's next month. I don't know. Okay. Like, let's talk about fools who don't know what they're talking about. Yes, actually. You know. You know that way that they say how they really are and they don't even really like they own themselves, the self-own. Like the total self-own. Andrew Tate does it all the time. He doesn't realize how ridiculous he looks. One of the but oh
You
no,
know what
please
Andrew
don't.
Tate's? Do you know what Andrew
That's
Tate's fetishes is?
Mm.
It ain't
Pizza
pizza.
boxes and prisons.
What? Say the first part. Prisons and what?
Pizza boxes and prisons.
Oh yeah, like I'm sure he's having a great time with that one. Yes, Alex Jones and Gay Frogs. I know he's so ridiculous. Like I can't stand him. I absolutely cannot stand him. Like he's done more harm to different sections of the population, children, and that whole damn thing with Sandy Hook survivors. Like, note to self: never say Alex Jones is a safe word when it comes to Claire. Got it. Not that I'll ever need it, but notes are important. Thank you, D Rabbits. I'm glad. Just put it in the Claire file if you have one. Thank you. He cracks me up. You should be on his show, Rabbits. You really should. Kyle, nice to see you. And John, we miss you too.
I was trying to get
Anyone?
him to come click with that link in the DM.
Well, as a woman, Mrs. Cassandra, I'm going to ask you first, Mrs. Mayhem. Is anyone
Huh?
claiming to be an alpha male? Is that just like totally a turn off or a turn on?
It's a turn off, yeah.
If they're saying it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there
Because
is,
like what Juju said, like
yeah,
alpha don't need to claim alpha. They just are.
exactly, Juju, right? Because if I actually think you're an alpha male, I think you're all that. My saying is all that a bag of chips and that damn pickle on the side. What a pickle,
Give me the
right?
pickle.
Yeah,
Like
then
Chili
you're
DeCastro, he says he's an alpha every day, so therefore
yes,
he's a
and
zeta.
he's so not. He is so unsexy. That's a mama's boy. I'm telling you, that's like a wet one behind the ears. Like I don't know what. It's just like bullshit walking. It's like, no, Chili is not sexy. There's nothing sexy about him. He can work out all he wants. He can flex those muscles. He's even got nice blue eyes. Boy, he is completely. He would turn me into a nun. Seriously, like, totally, that kind of talk is totally unsexy. Well, how about you guys? Like, if women actually think they're all that, do you find that sexy or not?
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
No, I don't find women sexy at all.
At all, I know.
I wonder why.
Well,
I
do
don't
you
know.
find
Yeah.
do you find alpha males who actually say they're alpha sexy? Well, actually, that's a trick question
Again,
for you because that would go into
Juju has already said this, and I'll repeat it. A real alpha male doesn't have to say anything.
that's right, except for get on your knees and bend over. I hear you.
Well, even then, I mean, the first thing he'll say to you is with his eyes, with the way he stands, with the look he gives you.
You know
He
what?
doesn't need to say, I'm an alpha male. You'll know he's an alpha male.
That's the thing right there, presence, how they fill the room. That's what does it for me. Like I always tell everybody, it always happens for me between the ears first. And I don't care what you say about like physical attractions and things like that. Mine always clicks off mentally first before my physicality can engage in any way whatsoever. But if anybody's out there telling me how they are, first of
Yeah.
all, I automatically think you're telling me because you're trying to convince me, which means you're manipulative and you're probably fake as fuck. So I'll just go listen to the guy standing over here instead of you. Like I
Yeah.
turn off completely. Like I'm not even paying attention to the conversation.
I've been
anymore.
talking to High Inquisitor quite a lot. So
Mhm.
I'll tell you what he says about this subject. Because, he's kind of into this kind of thing.
Mhm.
And it has nothing to do with what you say. It has nothing to do with who you are. It's just how you present yourself.
And being comfortable in your own skin.
Yes.
And that's easier for some than not. Like even for myself, I might come off.
Confidence is a big turn on.
Yeah. I have a lot of confidence, but is it that I'm like a 10? No. Am I confident that nobody's going to kick me out of fucking bed? Yeah. Hell yeah. I know that. But not like I don't have the confidence to go around and think I'm like beautiful or like, I'm going to stop traffic or any of that bullshit. But am I confident that in who I am and know myself as a person, and then that probably comes out? Oh yeah. Probably very much so. And that's what I'm attracted to in other people, that they are confident in who they are and that they express it that way, and they're not trying to convince you of anything. What I really hate are the repeaters, the people that like take something you say and then just repeat it back to you because they're trying to get you to feel like you got all this stuff in common. I just want to give you a hint out there, guys. Like that is so fucking obvious to some of us. Like it ain't even funny. Like you need to stop that. Whoever gave you that clue, like they lied to you. Originality is where it is. Just being yourself.
Yeah, you have to be really comfortable in your own skin and really comfortable in someone else's.
Yes, exactly. Or on someone else's is what I was going to say, but I
Or
hear
on
what you
someone
say.
else's.
Or on someone else's. Yeah, I get it. Or even want to get to know the other person, even for their differences and stuff like that. And I know that sounds more like we're talking about long-term relationships, but for me, no, I'm not. Like I'm talking about even just trying out a relationship. If you don't hit me that way, like we ain't hitting. Like there's nothing. Like we're not even going to start the conversation. There's going to be no dating, no moving forward, no nothing. Yeah. You get to a point in your life where it's just not worth it. Like all the key signs to where this is gonna go nowhere fast. And like I don't need to get
Mm.
laid that bad. I do not need to get laid that bad. I know how to take care of myself. Like I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't need to put up with that kind of bullshit
Oh,
just to
we know
have the
you can take care of yourself.
yeah, I'm sorry. I know that sounds crude and rude, but I truly believe we all need to learn how to take care of ourselves. Guys been doing it the whole time, like, so they don't when they tell you that they have to do crazy because they just have to do it, they're wrong. Like they could please themselves too. They do it all the time. Like you don't have to do crazy. You don't have to put up with that bullshit. And neither do women. Like you don't just to get it, you don't have to put up with anything because you could probably do yourself better anyway than that crazy ass shit. Well, anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Probably too much. Anyway,
Hmm.
hmm. Save me, brother Bob.
Oh, I don't think your brother Bob.
Savable.
Yeah, brother Bob just ain't gonna be really good with you, but I'll make sure I'll save Wrecker for you.
Hmm. He's saved.
I
Yeah.
feel the holy presence all over me.
Oh, I'm
Oh
sure
no.
there's some
Oh my
holy
god.
presence on you somewhere.
Oh, what'd you do to record?
I don't know, but I'm canceling my plane ticket right now. Okay, but anyway, Mr. Malone, I didn't mean I don't like repeaters. I don't like the repeaters that just repeat what you say to try to convince you that they feel the same way that you do when they actually don't. I like originality. But as far as repeat performances, yeah, hell, yeah, I'm all for that. Like I don't know what you meant, but just to straighten it out.
You
Yeah.
you want to know? Just for all you guys out there, you want to know what's always worked for me to want to get to a woman's heart? It's actually pretty much the exact same as getting to a man's heart. Cook her something.
Yeah,
Hmm.
totally agree with that.
I we had this conversation, didn't we, Wrecker, about bad coffee? And I think I
Yeah.
talked to several people in the Discord about it. If someone will have a conversation with you, you just go and have a cup of coffee, and you know it's bad coffee. It's not even worth being where you're at. It's no place special, but you're staying there for the conversation for any length of time. That that's something to
Yeah.
work towards. That's something to actually carry on with. That's actually the best
If
first dates out there. Yeah.
if you have the confidence to take your partner out or the person who you want to date out to bad coffee or
Hmm.
somewhere that's kind of just average, and you can carry that entire date just with conversation, you're onto something, and you're probably going to make a good impression. Both inside and out.
Personally, I like well, not the first date, but one of my favorite dates is cooking for my man. But not while he's just off doing something else, but while he's sitting there so
watching.
we can chat and he can help. Well, so he can try and help. You
It's
know,
a thought that counts.
give him an old vegetable to cut up 1,000 times. Maybe he'll get it right. But still, just having him there when you're cooking
You just
is
want to see him cut onions and cry for you.
Yes,
sexy
this is
for
true.
me. I mean, it's just.
It
I mean, I
is.
know he likes it because someone's taking
Mhm.
care of his need, but I like it because it's just sexy for me that he would sit
I
there
think
while
it's
I cook his dinner.
I think it is one of the sexiest things you can do. I'll admit to being one of those people who love to cook for other people to show how much I care for them and want to take care of them and please them. And I see that. Like when they're there and they're helping you, one of the best things I've ever done, like you cook together or you're there in the conversations while it's happening, you know. Mm. It's good. It's good. I'll admit, as strong and independent as most people think I am, when it comes to actually being in a relationship, I love to actually take care as far as cooking and just making the belly happy and giving you something to look forward to here and there and learning all your favorites and, you know,
I know where I'm
helping
going.
yeah, helping make your day. And I do that to every damn person that walks into my house. They don't all get lucky. Don't go there, people. That's not what I'm talking about. I just mean I do it to everybody. I am just it's just I guess I got it from my nan. Like food to me is a language of caring and love all itself that I actually, put out there all the time. And I'll tell you what, every single person I've ever been with still calls me for recipes and actually has their goddamn girlfriends and wives asking me for my recipes, like so that they can be happy with their food at home. But yeah, it's a thing with me. Like I go out of my way to make it happen. It's just what I was.
That
Make
must be
me
some bomb ass food if you have your exes being like, yo, you know how I fucked your heart up over a little while ago? Yeah,
Yeah,
how do I
but
make
would you
that
believe?
spaghetti
I
bolognese?
swear to God, true story, right, Mrs. Cassandra? That goddamn asshole asked me on Valentine's Day to send my chocolate lava cake recipe to his new boo. What a bastard! I'm like, fuck, like I didn't even
Wow.
answer that one. Like, no fucking way. No, 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 no. But I do. I make good curries. I do too. Jujube. I'm like, it's like I like hugs. I like really, really good food. I do like good food in simple some of the simplest things in the world can be extremely sexy. I'll make breakfast any time of the night or day, like breakfast for dinner, breakfast midnight,
It's my favorite
or
meal for sure.
it is, and it's downright sexy. Ain't nothing sexier than slipping out of bed after an hour or two. I'm not going to tell you what we were doing. You can all just imagine, and then
Well,
just
we
going to put
already
on
know it was the
right.
crossword puzzle.
We're
Yeah,
playing canasta.
right. Records of
It
Sudoku,
was
man.
Connect All.
First, you do the word,
Yeah, we did. No, it was crypto crosswords. No, no, all
then
I'm
you do the
saying.
crypto,
No,
and
no, it was probably a YouTube video. We were probably streaming for a couple of hours, and then you slide out of bed, and you just go in the kitchen and you start cooking, and then you can, you just sit there and you're talking and you're eating and you're replenishing your bodies with a good meal, and it can be the best thing, especially if there's candied bacon involved. Just throw that in the oven. Oh my god. We're definitely gargling the holy water. Yes, we are, Verillion. Yes, we are. Because I always bring the food back to bed. You got me. I always do. I don't eat in the kitchen after that. I always just climb back into bed with the tray. I'm famous for my bed trays. So anyway, coffee at the cheapest place near a bus station is probably the best place for the date. Nothing too distracting happening around so you can pay attention to each other. You know what, Tony? I'm all for that. I think those are the best first dates. Matter of fact, it would be very hard for anybody to sell a date to me unless we'd had that conversation. Do you know what I mean? Like, really. Unless we'd actually gone out for coffee and done that first, which I would talk, like, it doesn't even have to be a date. I've been asked by plenty of people to go out and have a cup of coffee and talk about a whole bunch of things. But if it's going to turn into like a dating kind of situation, that should happen first. Like, I have to actually know a person. I have, unfortunately, got a little fearful of the world in a way that I'm not putting myself in that situation with just anybody ever again. Mm-mm. Like,
I don't
mm-mm.
blame you.
No, I mean the world is not what it was when I was in my 20s and dating. Like, it's not like that anymore. Um, hmm, gotta go find a bus station. Exactly. You
Yeah,
know.
it definitely is not what it
hmm
used to be.
Hmm.
I'm telling you, I need. Mm, Liam, I have to give him good credit because he really still cooks for himself the way he would cook for another. And I actually gave that up. It got so depressing for me that I actually won't cook like that if it's just for me anymore. Like, but
I don't either. I'm just like,
hmm
can I cook this in the microwave? Is it going to take me only like 30 minutes to do? Cool, done.
hmm hmm Now, for you guys on the panel and for Mrs. Mayhem here, can food be a kink for you? I mean, food can be a total kink for me. I'll admit it right here.
Oh yeah.
I think
Mm-hmm.
food products can be a kink. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like chocolate, strawberries, whipped cream. Like,
Yeah, I think
Ice
that could be
cream,
Honey.
a quite a good turn on.
mm-hmm.
Mm.
I would say that anybody who actually wants to get the message across, if they're sharing a good meal with me,
chocolate
that's like
syrup.
chocolate,
Most
Chocolate
definitely.
syrup,
honey.
maple
I don't know.
syrup.
I don't know.
Shredded wheat.
Charlie, wait a minute. Charlie,
Wait a minute.
wait, Charlie.
Wait.
Okay, Charlie, that needs an explanation. You can't just drop that.
I did not mean to
what?
say that out loud. Continue.
Okay. Shredded wheat. Is that before or after the milk, though? I gotta know now.
I
I
need
gotta know.
more.
It
I need
matters.
more.
It matters. It changes. Like I need to know, right, Mrs. Cassandra? He's not allowed to do that. Like that's foul. You can't do that. But no, good food. So definitely. But honey's my favorite. Well, honey's one of my favorite. Mhm. I know everybody jokes about peanut butter too, but that actually is a decent
That's
one.
only necessary if you have a dog.
No,
Oh,
I don't.
yeah,
No,
Uh,
that's a fetish. That's not a kink. We were talking about kinks. You could
No.
have lied. No,
That's not-
no,
that's not a
kink.
fetish. That's
That's
just.
like that's just wrong. That's just wrong. We're not talking about like. Listen, if you're into bestiality, that's all good for you. But I'm just not talking about it. Nope. I don't want to go there. Nope.
No,
Damn
no,
it,
no,
quiz. Now you taught me between kink and fetish, and I have to go there with that. Like that. No. So for breakfast,
Oh,
should I nudge
jujube,
you or
frozen
call you?
grapes.
Mr. Malio, it depends on where you are. If you're right next to me, you just nudge me and we get up and make coffee and breakfast. If you're not, like you gotta call me and maybe we'll meet somewhere for breakfast. Like, I don't know what to tell you. you know. Oh, Liam, now you gotta get all specific. Frozen grapes, jujube, we gotta talk. We gotta talk about the frozen grape situation. Like that's a big thing. That's a thing. That is definitely a thing. Yep.
And of course, ice.
No, ice.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. There's another thing about kink, temperature kink. Like we've got food kinks, right? Temperature kinks. Some people like warming sensations, cold sensations, the dripping of hot wax. You can take it as far as you want.
Hot cheese whiz.
Hot. Wait a minute.
Third
How-
degree burns.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Charlie, how do you get the cheese whiz? First of all, it's in a can. How the hell do you get it hot to do that? It's like, oh my god.
No,
You spread it
he
on
went
shredded
from-
wheat.
I was about to say he went from shredded wheat to that. So,
So his shredded wheat is actually a Triscuit. He's talking about Triscuit cheese whiz appetizers and wow, that
Does it
must have
have
been.
some tender meat in there?
I'm trying
Pretty
to picture out.
elaborate.
I'm
It's either
trying
that
to
or a
picture
veggie
out.
tray.
This is obviously a
Hmm.
memory of Charlie's that he's just fantasizing about
I
right
think
now.
we've
Like,
talked about that before, Garrett.
It's actually repressed and it's all coming back.
is the sunning your butthole thing a kink or a fetish? I think it's a kink. I don't know many people that have to go out and sun their butthole.
I'm
to
not
get
sure
off.
that's even sexual.
I think that's just a thing. Like people just want. Listen, it's a real thing, Garrus, that people just wanted to bleach their buttholes to a better color.
I can't wait when you said that.
It's true. And I read the thing. They
Cornholio.
actually have doctors.
Cornholio.
Wait a minute. In the dermatologist's office, there's actually a procedure where they will laser the outside to get rid of the discolored dark look to make it pink again, like when you were younger and lighter and whiter. Like Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have a question. How the fuck are you flexible enough to stare at your own butthole?
You're not. You're doing it for other people.
That's
That's
You
why
what
do
it
it.
is
selfie
for.
sticks were invented.
You do it because your partner is like an asshole connoisseur, and he keeps talking about like this other ex pink asshole he had once. You know, like whatever reason they do it.
Just
So
like
you usually do it for
you're just
somebody
like
else.
just an asshole connoisseur. This one's got a hint of cherry with an undertone of grapes
I doubt that's
and
anything they would say.
and just
It's more
a
like
subtle
this.
taste of nuts.
No,
We're a bunch of assholes.
this tastes
Yeah.
like just totally, totally. But you would do it for somebody else. Like I mean, you can't see your own asshole, or you do it so that you could say you had like one of those conceited people that wants to have the nicest of everything, so they want to have the best looking asshole on the block. I don't know what to tell you, but sunning an asshole is a thing, and it was supposed to like energize you in some way. Also, Garrus, it's all poppycock. Yeah, it's all poppycock. You know, what does that tell you about Josh Brolin? That he needs to have
It's
like
like if you want the vitamin D, there's a different way to do it.
Well, this is what they say happens when you do your butthole sunning. It boosts your mood, it regulates sleep, it increases your libido, sparks creativity,
Oh,
Wait,
for
you
attract
God's sake.
no wait a minute.
attracts success and positivity,
Okay, all of
enhance
it.
longevity and stamina, and finally
Nick.
cleanse the genitals of bad energy or germs.
Oh, bad energy or okay, that part I can't contest. Okay,
So in
but
order
all
to be
the
in the
rest of
mood,
it,
just play with your
just
butthole.
being naked in public in the sun can do that. It doesn't have to be your butthole. Like all of
Yeah,
the stuff that they say above.
but
Right.
sun in your butthole is not a sexual thing. It
No, it's
is
not. So how does it increase your libido? Just the confidence to be out there would.
probably
Having the
just
sun on your skin naked,
the
like
risk
that
of
could.
being in a public area
Well,
naked.
can you tell me how? I mean, I do know that the sun has some actual cleansing qualities, very, very
Yeah, you
minimal.
know,
If we get into the
Yeah, it's
science
got
of it,
like
I doubt
it
it's
damn
doing.
near wiped out COVID in a whole 6 months. But
Oh,
then I don't
fuck
know,
it, you.
Clorox went somewhere.
Don't
I
make
don't
me
know.
curse at the end of my stream. Like we haven't even got to the good shit yet. Listen, like by the way, we're gonna have to move on for this right after I see this part here. That's kind of bullshit because the fact that it kills germs when E. coli, which is like the main reason that's where it is because it's waste, is one of the hardest things to get rid of for anybody that gets any kind of infection through their body, whether the blood, skin, or through your vagina, your penis, a urinary tract infection. Sorry, the sun is not getting rid of E. coli. It isn't. No way. No way, no how. Mm-mm. I call foul.
that's
They
what I
lie.
was thinking, John.
Isn't
Just the
aren't they
thought of
having a
getting the sunburn
problem
on my
with that?
butthole. Exactly. Like you know, I like the warming thought. I mean, but I'm a redhead. I don't go in the sun that often. In the shade, I burn. So, like, if I even went out there and showed my ass, it'd be red for weeks. Like, that would not be good. It would not be good.
It would
Okay.
certainly not be. Actually, it would be appealing.
Mm. Mm.
Eventually.
Eventually.
You know what? I was gonna do fake headlines, but there's quite a few. I'm only gonna do one, because we're running out of time. But for the panel and for the group, we're gonna do that thing we did before with two headlines, where you try to decide which one's true and which one's false, and then we will read the article that's true for you, because like some weird stuff happened. And Wrecker, I'm gonna let you choose one, two, or three. Like which one we actually go to. Which one do you want? One, two, or three? Because you have helped me
Me.
put.
I choose me. There we go. Oh wait, no, I can't do that.
We choose
One.
you. Wait, are we all allowed to choose you too?
If you want to.
Well, isn't that a sight of surprise?
No, seriously, which article? One, two, or three?
I'll even
Let's
take
go with one.
5 seconds if I get Rekka.
Mm.
Go for number 2.
Okay.
Okay,
We'll go
is it
two.
number 2? All right, no,
We'll go
going for number 2.
Oh.
I got it. We're going. All right, this one actually fits. We're gonna love this one. I don't, I don't know why we're doing this, but we're doing it. Okay, here we go. We'll put all of this up so we don't disappear. Here are the two headlines. Wrecker, would you like to read them?
A squirmish situation in the streets of China. China pummeled by a rain of worms as residents asked to carry umbrellas.
Okay, guys. One or two. Which do you think is the actual real one? Can you guys vote in the chat for me? Just put a one or a two. I'm too damn lazy at 11:30 at night to type you a poll. There we go. So number one from Rabbits. Number two on record. No, you cannot
Hang on
poop
a
on
second.
record,
Wait a
Gavin.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
No, you don't get
It's
to
a
do a
stream
number two.
about kinks and stuff, and you're not willing to put up a poll?
No, I'm not because I didn't bring my poll. Did you bring yours? That's up to you.
I carry my pole.
Which number was true?
No, one. Just tell us which one. Like, put which one you think is true.
I'm glad
in
you
the,
liked it, Juju.
So
Thank you.
Rabbit says number one is true. Quiz says number two is true. Liam says number one.
I say number
Rocket
two.
Couch two. Both. Okay.
I'm
Charlie
siding
says
with
two.
Brother Bob.
Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. I have to go
Even though
and
I'm not
find
Brother
it.
Bob's type.
No, we're not in the right lane. Although,
No.
although he's quite the sexual being, he's very attractive because he's intelligent and funny. That ticks both my boxes, but he's just in the wrong lane, Brother Bob. Who knows? That's why we should all have conversations in boxes.
I think.
I'm waiting. Let's see. Well, so far I have one, two, three. I have three for number one, and the rest of you say number two. And I have to tell you that those of you, well, as soon as it's done loading, why is it taking so long? Okay. I will show you. Here you go. You people that pick number two, you're right. Chinese citizens have to use umbrellas to shield themselves from falling sea creatures. Okay. This was actually an article that I'm going to give you the link to in the chat in the New York Post. This didn't happen that long ago. It happened like March 10th, like a couple of months ago. Not exactly this month, but actually, they were actually, saying that the citizens of the Chinese province of Liaoning were told to find shelter after it looked like it started to rain worms. A viral clip showed the area apparently being showered with little worms, which were splattered all over cars and the roads. The video showed residents covering themselves with umbrellas as they go along with their routines and wander past. While the cause of the slimy creature calamity, that's a mouthful, the slimy creature calamity has yet to be uncovered. The scientific journal Mother Nature Network suggested that the animals were dropped after being swept up by heavy winds. We all know that can happen to windstorms and rainstorms. The periodical also noted that this type of occurrence happens after a storm when insects are caught up in a whirlpool. Another theory suggested that the worms were actually poplar flowers, a tulip tree whose blossoms resemble the squirmy beast. They don't look like it. Those are actually worms. Those are worms. Viewers were stunned by the city's current problem, with one person stating, "These are not worms or animals, but flower stalks dropped by trees." Huh. Someone else claimed that the video was fake and looked like a prank. Strange phenomenal, a user added, and another weighing in. If I was just minding my business on a casual day in China and it started raining worms, I would just die. I don't know about that. But a similar odd event went down last December when it was believed that iguanas could rain down from trees in Florida due to colder temperatures. Do you guys remember that? I think we actually did that, didn't we, Mrs. Cassandra?
Yeah,
did
we
we do
did.
that on the show? We did that one too.
Yeah.
Apparently, we're
Both
weird.
of these,
we
both
like
of
when
these,
things.
both of these rely on the weather, though.
Yes, they do. Yeah, they do.
And there's even others that you'll find, like in the United States, you'll find where fish actually fall out of the sky after tornadoes pass over lakes and ponds and things.
Frogs have done it somewhere.
Well, there's a town in Vegas or Nevada. Sorry, not Vegas. Nevada that is dealing with a bunch of grasshoppers I've been seeing
I've
that around.
Really?
I've found. I think I may have actually found something that disproves the worms.
Uh-oh.
That is actually the poplar flower that they're saying, because
It
it
is
does look
actually
like
the
it
poplar
could be.
flower.
Okay, so then you
Let-
debunked it. You want to show the video? I will take this down for a moment. Yeah,
It's not a video. It's a
an
tweet.
article. It's a tweet. Okay, there we go. You put it up. You're gonna have to
bring
read
it
it. It's
up.
too small for me. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
What does the
Couch,
tweet say?
don't give the
Oh, look
Sharknado
at that. Oh,
people
they're up
ideas.
close. Look at that. Fake news. The things that fall from poplar trees in spring are not caterpillars, but inflorescent inflorescences of poplar trees. When poplar flower spikes start to fall, it means that they are about to bloom. Ah. So
And
they weren't
that's
worms.
No, but they,
nope.
if it's at the right
Oh,
time of
quiz.
year,
Yeah, go ahead.
nice big windstorm will
Mhm.
rake those off,
And
and then
I guess
they
because
can
they were wet, they
60
looked even
miles an hour
squishier.
away. Yeah,
Because these are drier looker ones that I see. This is what we have in America. We have this
right.
everywhere,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Where you are, you do too, right? In America,
yep.
I see this all the time. But
Yeah.
those ones in the other one, they looked kind of wet and squishy. These are dry
Which
and
means
fluffy.
Everything's
which
better
means
wet.
they had either been rained on.
Uh-huh.
It was in the morning when there was dew, or they were caught up in a storm,
Yep.
pushed down, downstream or pushed downwind, and then fell
Mhm.
on the city, and that's what they look like when they fell.
Mhm.
And we have these things happen all the time. I don't know why people still try and pull over the wool over people's eyes and saying, "Oh, look, it's this." And
Yeah, exactly.
come on,
Exactly, Rabbits. Rabbit says, in order for that, to see it this way, this would need to be a huge population of worms living
yeah,
exactly where that storm hit. But the proof is that that was actually a headline, a real one in the New York Post, which I'm showing you. And then they did go forward and actually re-clarify. But you see what the media does? Like, they made that like it was absolutely like what it was. It's still a true story. One of those weird but true things, but they went on to explain it, and then Record proved it with you know, more evidence there. Well, that was fun. That was fun. I'll have more of those for you next time. I think we should do that like more often on what the actual also as well as
or on
mayhem.
Mayhem.
Yeah. Because for having nothing to talk about, we sure did talk for a long time about nothing. Nothing but sensual sounds and kinks and fetishes. And I actually applaud you all for being so grown up and not like, grammar school about it and everything like that. I'm sure we're going to get some feedback here and there, but like I tell everybody, it's an adult topic, it's adult humor. If you can't handle it, you know where to go. We're not trying to put anybody down. I think whatever you do, as long as it's with consent and you're not hurting anybody, do it. Just do it, whatever.
Everybody needs to just mind the
Yeah.
business.
Yeah, believe what you want, play how you want, please yourself the way you like. I'm good with all of it. I don't believe in stifling those conversations at all. Yes, D Rabbits, would you like me to say that so you can clip it? D Rabbits was right, by the way. D Rabbits was right, by the way. There you go. You can clip that later.
Now where's my clip?
What do you want me to say? All right.
That he's in charge.
You've been very helpful. What would you like me to say on YouTube and make you go and clip it yourself? Like, go ahead, because
You
I
know
ain't sending it.
exactly what I want you to say, Claire.
Do I? Do I? Do I? Yes. Okay. All right. Wrecker was in charge. Yes, Wrecker. Wrecker is in charge.
Mm-hmm.
Wrecker is in charge. The dirty Wrecker was in charge today. Yes, he was the
my.
button pusher. He was the button pusher. Yes, he was.
I'll be
Yes, he was.
happy to push his button.
Mhm. What? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. It's that.
Nice.
Oh God. Play being the important word. Rabbits, you know us well. Is he somebody we know actually, Wrecker? Like, really? He seems to know us pretty well. Say Freebird. I will. This one's for the Rocket Couch. I will say Freebird, and I hate that song. And if I actually hear that song, I'm gonna puke.
So if we were to say something like, If I were to leave here tomorrow.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Did you just boot him? Oh my goodness.
Have a good.
Now, just for that, I want 2 sermons for next month. You need to be cleansed of the free bird. Like, you need to be cleansed of the free bird. No, totally, totally. Like, that's a thing. It's like a thing with you today. Like, everybody says, don't sing that. And I swear to God, the next 20 bars culminating quiz is just all about that. Like, we've been dropping calls all day. Okay. Am I? I don't know. It's my first time here. That's not true, Rabbits. It might be first time here for Mayhem, but it's not your first time here. Like, Claire and I like this is great. Claire and I are riding the same wave today. I don't like that song either. You know, Jujubee, we do that often. Like, and I have to say, but we also give each other room for like disagreements too, but I think we just come about it in that weird. It's nice to know that you'll be on the side couch with me with the broken glass, like when Charlie calls the bid. Like he gets that line to Freud for us. But yeah, no stairway, and no, don't do Stairway to Heaven. I shouldn't have said it because then the next thing you know, what's gonna happen? Oh,
Where's
so
my
let me
guitar?
wait,
Huh?
wait,
What?
wait. What is your favorite and worst songs? Like, do you actually have one? Does everybody actually have one?
Not
in the chat,
possible for me.
in
No
the
way.
chat, I want to hear from you too. Do you have a favorite or a worst or both?
The song
Because
I absolutely hated was "What Does the Fox Say." I hated that song
I actually like it.
because they played the crap out of it, and I was
They
just
did.
done with it.
They did, but we could do it. We could have so much fun with that though, Cass. Think of that, Mrs. Mayhem.
No, no.
Wait, we don't have to say what they say. Just think of the beat in the like
Speaking
They've
of
already
that,
done that. It's titanium.
this is true. but I'm with Charlie. I cannot narrow it down. I have more
Nope.
hates than I could do favorites. But
Yeah,
I
too.
I will say that Hallelujah always makes me cry, especially a version done by Jeff Buckley, and the way Chris Cornell does Nothing Compares to You. That always, like,
That's
I get quiet. All right, everybody knows I'm not a quiet person. I like to talk. I will talk about anything. I'll talk circles around everything. But those 2 songs actually bring me to silence, like immovable silence for quite a while. They really hit me.
the Hallelujah song. I will never hear it without seeing Watchmen
Yeah,
sex scene.
the sex scene that
Yes,
did it for you.
yes.
Wrecker Rabbits wants to know what your favorite song is.
Oh, actually, one of the. Can anyone guess what genre it's from? Come on, someone guess.
gospel.
R&B.
Mm.
Oh,
It's unfair for me to say. I'm not going to say. It's like unfair.
Bluegrass.
It might
getting close.
Mm.
Anyone
Rap.
else?
be.
Wanna
Would it
try?
be rap? Would it be
Cold
rap?
No, actually, it's not.
It's not. Actually,
Country and
it's not.
Western?
D
No,
Rabbits
it's
is
not.
right. It's
Country?
metal.
It's metal. You need
Metal.
It's from a band called Animals as Leaders, and it's called CAFO. CAFO.
Yep.
It's an instrumental song. Look it up if
Claire, are we
you want
sure
to.
that
It's pretty good.
Rabbits isn't Wrecker's soccer
It's
count?
it's not Wrecker's soccer count. If it is, he does. He's not at work when he tells me he's at work.
Yeah.
Because that's
Hang on a
you know,
minute. When did I get a
Yeah.
soccer count?
yes, and yeah.
He seems to know you quite well. He
And why
gets
do they have
metal.
holes in all of them?
Oh my goodness.
We got to talk about that. Dang, that's proper metal. It is proper metal, Rabbits, and I knew the answer to that. That's why I didn't want to say it. Because like when Wrecker and I first met, we met over him singing the song from Slipknot, Snuff. So yeah,
It's another one of my favorites.
that one also. The
I was-
pain in that song does bring me to silence because I remember that caught my breath when you were singing that. I was like,
Are we gonna?
What?
Are you guys gonna be here much longer? I gotta put my son to bed.
we are going to be here only for the next 5 minutes or 10, like right at the strike of midnight. We're gonna put the last thing up. So you go
Okay,
do
I'm
what you
gonna
gotta
mute.
do. Okay.
I'm gonna
We
just mute and
we
try to
love
come
you,
back.
boo. We love you,
Love you
boo.
too. I
Yep.
don't
And
come
we will
back in time.
We will see you next week.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
just mute and I'll
Yeah.
try to come back
I want
before
to
then.
give her a big shout out for being flexible because we stole the weekend time for Mayhem and What the F from both Wrecker
Oh,
and Mrs. Cassandra to put my I have a passion for Charlie Brooker and I gave him Saturday night. Like, what can I say? You
yeah.
know, Saturday night. And so it's only going to be for the next couple of weeks and then we'll move back. But thanks. Say goodnight to little one for us.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna just mute and try
Mhm.
to come back in time before you close out. I'll be
Okay.
right back.
Yeah. I think we can keep it going for a couple minutes. I have only one more thing, which is we are actually going to do the contest for
Caption.
the caption contest. Yes, yeah, but I just remembered I don't have it on the community tab yet. I'm gonna post the picture in here for you to see, and then I'm gonna put it on the community tab, and I want you all to put your captions there. I was on hiatus, which is why I did not put one up already for you. So we're going to do the winner next month. Last month, we know the winner. I did announce it. It was Icarus, for his with the squirrel, cause like them nuts, these nuts. He did that crazy squirrel one. But we didn't do one in between. Usually we do it before the show, but I was on a mini break. Um, and I don't think I need to apologize for that or give anybody a reason for that. Everybody needs time when they need time. I recommend you all take it. It did me well. I feel better this week than I felt in quite a few. So you know me, people. If I'm doing something, it's because I believe in it, and I damn well ain't gonna apologize for it unless I do something wrong. And I don't think taking time for yourself is something wrong for anybody. Nope, you didn't miss the caption image. I'm going to put it up. Why don't I put it up now while we're talking? Is that okay, guys? What do you think?
Let's do it.
Mhm.
Yep.
Just do it. Just do it. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
do it.
Okay. Yep. It's going to be a surprise. There were so many to pick from, but for some reason, this asshole thing this actually cracked me up. And have fun, people. But there's something about that photograph that had me giggling for like the longest period of time. Do what you got to do and what's best for you. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. It's called a sabbatical. Well, yes and no, Juju. It was kind of a mini because I was still out here. Like, I felt guilty abandoning my obligations to panels to other channels, so I kind of stayed with that. I just didn't do anything of my own. I took a lot of time for myself for a little while. Well, Wrecker, I don't see why you don't think you can cover CAFO. I'm sure there's a way to do it your way.
Oh, I could. I could, but it would take me forever to learn. That just to get it up to speed, it's insane.
Yeah, but everything I throw at you, you learn within weeks. Like, I threw green sleeves at you, you played it within 2 days. You'd never heard
Yeah.
it before, so I'm sorry. I challenge that. I don't know about you, rabbits, but you can help me with this. I call bullshit on record saying he can't learn how to do that. I'm just saying. It's bullshit. Yeah.
We might have to cover CAFO then.
You're gonna now, because we just threw the gauntlet. Did you not recognize it? Did I have to throw it at your head
Well,
to get that
then.
across? Excuse me. Did I actually have to hit you with it for you to catch the gauntlet of that challenge? Really? Like,
Let me just
okay.
dust off my 8 string.
Yeah. Let me just be a little more precise. Rabbits and I think you should cover CAFO. We think you should do it. We know you can do it. And actually, we dare you to do it. There you go. How's that? Dust in the Wind. Is that your favorite or your worst? I'm looking for these songs in here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you, Juju Beat. Sometimes we need it. And when you come back, I want to do something with you. I'm after you, Juju B. I am. I want to do stuff with you because you're hella fun. You are. Christian rock. Punk polka. Wait, these are the things you don't like, right? Wait a minute. Rocket Couch, is punk polka a thing? I need evidence. Link me, boo.
Should be
Rocket
called
Couch.
Punka.
Punka polka, punk polka, punk. Wow, what is that? How do I not know about it? I am a naive bear. Like, where have I been living? Oh, man. Garys, are you going to help? You're going to step up with the CAFO thing? Or your favorite? Okay. Mousy, is country what you love or country what you hate? Like I'm trying to see. Like it's hard to tell what everybody.
I'm
I
guessing
have a
dislike.
good Jujubee. Keep those ideas coming. You know I'd probably be down for just about anything. Punkla. Yes, Punkla. What is it? What is it? Oh, Jesus loves me, favorite. I know, High Inquisitor, the way you do Jesus loves me is actually lovely. I think that would be most people's favorite. We might have to do something with that one. We might have to put it out for the public. Like, we'll just get the band together. What do you think? Oh, it's a firm dislike. I would say there is some country that I can actually like, but it's not actually one of my favorite genres. It gets too repetitive and it's like, but there are some things that I actually do love in it. There, I'm with you, Jujubee. When it comes to music, I think some of us can agree. There's not really a lot I don't like. My tastes are very varied and all over the place from, like I mean, some really, really old stuff, really old, like In the Pines, like that. Just I loved it. I just loved it. In all the way back to like when trippy acid music was cool, like with Robert Fripp and King Crimson and original Pink Floyd with Sid Barrett instead of like you know that other guy David.
That other
Well,
guy.
the one that made them
That other
famous.
guy.
Yeah, but I like the crazy fool, Sid Barrett. I do. I just like, I like some of that. He did a song called Maisie. It only had 2 words in it, the whole damn thing. It was like Maisie the dome. That was it. Those were all the words. It was like, but it was good. Um, just wild stuff like that. But then, all through all the genres, I love the 80s, the 90s, 2000s. I absolutely love Chris Cornell's voice. The angst and pain in his delivery is unbelievable. But as you know, I like smash ups too, right, Wrecker? I
Mm-hmm.
freaking love Jay Z and Linkin Park together.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I literally wet myself, people, over that smash up. Like that's the shit. Like that was it for me. I thought that was like the best thing to happen ever. He is Harold, a legend, and welcome, sir. It's nice to see you. Nice to see you. We're just killing time to get the caption contest out here. I'm gonna put this on the community tab, okay? And I want everybody to think of a caption to get a gift certificate for next month when we going to announce the winner.
Oh
You're
yeah.
not. You know what? You're here when you're here, Harold. Just you showing up is just great. Yes, I like punk. Oh, ska. Let's talk about No Doubt, Mousy. Okay, because no one knew about ska till No Doubt hit the airways, and then Gwen Stefani became a thing, but not for
That
ska, like
isn't
for everything
true.
else. Yes, it is. Like nobody on the regular airwaves knew like that much about it. And
Did
they
in the
kind of moved it forward.
Midwest.
Well, her
Little
brother
Big
was
Fish.
really, really good. Little Fish. Yep. Yep.
No, real
Yes.
big fish.
Real
Real
Big
Big Fish.
Fish.
That's it.
I'm
Hmm.
back.
Oh, hi,
Mighty
back.
Mighty Boss Tones.
Yes,
No, the
I'm
Mighty
ready.
Mighty
Mm.
Boss Tones love it, Charlie. I know what you're saying, but like they actually made it a No Doubt kind of thing because of Gwen, right? Because it was more popish, and they put it for. But her brother was actually more talented at it, like the leader of the band, and I can't even remember his name right now because I'm not good with names. But he was actually very talented in all of that in ska, and I loved that stuff. I absolutely loved it. Well, play that
Uh,
funky music, Ramstein. I have to see that. Tony, can you link me? I don't know if I saw that. The best mashup is play that funky music with Ramstein. Have you seen that record? Yes, we're gonna have
no,
to
I
play.
haven't. I
Yeah.
know another good song is "Goat" by a band called Polyphia. Look it up.
Oh no, I know
That
you've played that for me. That's awesome. Yeah.
That's a
that
really hot
That
band.
that
now
is a
that's a song
hot
that I
band.
would
Yeah.
I would be down to try and cover.
Oh, what you are, you're gonna do the challenge on CAFO, and then you're gonna do that one, right? Because CAFO first. Yeah. It's gonna take you a while. I'm not letting this go.
Does
Do you
anyone
get
want
the vibe? Do you get what I'm throwing
do
down
you
here?
want to
Like we're
see
not letting
what
it
the
go.
first opening thing is? I'll just show you the first opening lick.
Are you gonna get my channel taken down? Don't do it. It's
No, it'll
Apple
literally
coming.
just be the
Don't
first 10
don't
seconds.
send them. Don't send them after me. Yes.
Let me see
Two-tone
if I can just.
two-tone records. Okay. Polythea play. Oh yeah. Harold, it is awesome.
Okay, let me show you. This is what they're going to try and ask me to do.
Tony Prince Buster. I actually know who that is. Like, cool. I didn't know this about you. This is really cool. This is cool. All right, go ahead. Let me take mine down. Go ahead.
Just the first 10 seconds.
And why can't you do that? Like, you're gonna tell me you
Did
can't
you
do
see
that
how fast his fingers were going?
and tell me and do not I watch you play every day? You're gonna tell me that I know you can do that. I see how fast you play a classical with no electric on it. There's no way you're not gonna be able to do that. I'm just gonna say.
Okay. I guess that's gonna be a challenge.
Oh, I have a new quote for the image. Quiz waiting for rabbits. What? That's terrible. No, wait, and I'm laughing. I'm sorry, Quiz, and I was laughing. I think that's like, oh gosh, rabbits. Rabbits, I hate to tell you, I think Quiz has moved on. I don't want to break your heart, boo. But yeah.
Moved on to record. Sorry.
Yes, he has. But that's the same picture of him waiting for Wrecker. But like he's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay. He'll be okay. I don't think Quiz would die over it like that damn mannequin. And I know he's got better legs, like at least legs. Cause where the hell's the mannequin's legs? Like what's going on here? And why the hell did they move all that into the woods? Like why? Like I don't know. I'm also a fan of Imagine Dragons songs played on the kitchen. Yes, I do like Imagine Dragons. And the Verve. And a bunch of others. I don't know. I'm a big Oasis fan too, and nobody really likes them either. But
I do.
I love and I'll even put it here. Y'all can hate me. I love the Beatles too. Just can't do better for some feel good shit than fucking Beatles songs, and or 60s and 70s classics that Quiz and I routinely sing at the top of our lungs in the Discord, and we don't care. We don't care what anybody says. We don't care. We will sing "Spill the Wine" in "The Lion Sleeps Tonight" as many times as we want.
A wimble-wet, a wimble-wet.
Oh, Wimbo. See? Look at it. Yes. See?
Harold.
Oh,
Harold's
$5
gonna.
says. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm supposed to. Am I supposed to pay Harold $5?
No, he's saying he's betting $5 that says I'm pretty sure I know how to get quizzes and changing. Well, go ahead. The turtles so happy together. Quiz and I sing that. Yes. I think he has your attention. Look. Yeah. Right? You know that one.
I know, but that doesn't get my attention.
The Lion Sleeps Tonight reminds me of
Jim
Ace
Carrey.
Ventura. Yes.
Yeah. Do you know
If
the
you really
one?
wanted to get my attention, Harold, it would have been, something like, I don't know, Fire by BTS or Run
Wait,
BTS.
Fire Under the Mountain. Isn't? Oh wait, that's a great. Wait.
No, just Fire by
Okay.
BTS.
Okay. Fire BTS is great because if you know that other Fire song that it says Fire in it, and I just have to say I'm gonna go on record, and I don't care who comes for me on this one. The only band
You're
I
gonna go on
absolutely
record?
I'm going.
Damn it, you beat me to it.
You had it. You left it wide open. I'm sorry.
Wait,
I
is
had
that
to
an
do
option?
it.
Nobody told me it was an option. I mean, I'm into clicking boxes here. Like nobody told me it was an option on the form. Anyway, here we
Well,
go.
I've been on him all night. I don't know why you think you can be.
Quiz, I hate to tell you that was my ass.
Oh,
Oh, poor brother Bob. Brother Bob's traumatized now.
Brother Bob will be fine.
are we playing? Are we really playing this game? Are you sure
we're
you
not.
want me to do a response on that one?
No, I don't want
Because
you to do a
I've got
response on this.
Charlie
No,
and Record between you and me. Now, if you got your ass over them and into my area, that only means you got one big ass woman.
I don't have it. I'm almost 5 foot tall. How big could my ass be? It is
I'm
not that
just
big.
saying, you're the one
Shots
that came.
fired.
There's
You
nothing
got
wrong
through
with my
Charlie
ass.
and record with that ass of yours. That's gotta be some thick ass.
Sounds like you got a little jealousy there.
Nah.
Ass obsessed.
Not really, no.
I would say you're a little ass obsessed about that. Like
I
really,
am ass
seriously.
obsessed. I have
Okay.
admitted that.
Okay.
Just not yours.
Just not
If it's
mine.
true
And
what
it's not
Quiz
that
said, she
big.
did
And
leave
you
it
should.
wide open.
It did leave it wide open. I actually did. I'm gonna leave it alone actually, because like that's my brother. And I
I'm
love
sorry,
him.
but my ass is not wide open. I'm gonna put. Gotta. No.
Ain't nothing wrong with a thick butt.
There's nothing wrong with a thick butt. I'm
There's
just
some
saying I don't
good
have one.
assets.
I'm just saying I have a decent asset. It's just not all that. It's not huge, like you're saying. But there's never been a complaint. I'll say that. Anyway, here we go. The worst band on the planet is the Grateful Dead. Sorry, they ruined part of my
I
life.
bet I can do. I can do worse. I can
They
easily
ruined
do worse.
part of my life.
I
Absolutely.
can still do worse than that.
Yeah.
Donnie and Marie.
Oh, come on. You don't want to do a little bit of country and be a little bit of rock and roll? Like, come on.
No, but I really enjoyed Puppy Love.
Yeah. See? I'll bet you had a crush on Jimmy Osmond, the little blonde one. Bowl haircut. With the bowl haircut and the bangs in his eyes, like
How old was
Uh-oh.
Jimmy?
I don't know.
When
He was
was
young.
Jimmy born?
I think it was only 14 when he was on TV, so I guess that's not the right thing to say. Sorry.
You ruined the wave you and Juju were on. It crashed.
I know. I'm sorry, Juju B. We all have to have something. They ruined part of my life, and I will hold that against them forever. Like, the people that were going around saying they were so wonderful at this, that, and the other thing, and it was just like they were just having fun. They knew it. They were laughing at everybody. But anyway. That's it, Harold. I'm with you. No, I can't change your view because I agree with you. Absolutely. It was ridiculous when they started talking talent. It was just people too stoned to know better. Sorry, that's my take on it. Anyway, but they did have a good time. They are a good feel for a lot of people, but they ruined my life totally. Like, absolutely. It's not the grateful that ruined your life. It was the obsessive fans. Exactly, rabbits. But I hold them responsible for their fans. Yes, it is. It was the obsessive fans. If everybody's known a Grateful Dead fan that just like put themselves in debt toward a country and just like, just rob, steal, go blind, like throw their life away for the whole damn thing. Yeah.
So that's why you don't like Trump.
What? Why? Does Trump like the Grateful Dead?
No, but people follow him around and spend all their money to go to all of his rallies. And
It's
a grateful brain dead.
It's the exactly. See, yeah. Well, on that, we're just past midnight. Let's just call it. You guys got anything? Less words. Let's just we've got quiz up here in the top. We'll start with you, brother Bob. Quiz.
Just remember the next time you see me, if you're a hot, handsome man, you know how to get me on the right track.
Oh. Yeah, on that, I think we'll move right over we'll put Charlie in the lead for this one. Last words, Charles.
Good night.
That's
nice my last words.
Well, that was cool. It was nice having you here. It really was. Hey, let me bring up. Here you go. The man, the dirty wrecker. How dirty is dirty?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh,
yeah, exactly. That's why I asked. I usually don't ask questions I don't want the answers to. But yeah, sure. Any last words?
They were my last words.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to know. We'll talk later. Here we go. Mrs. Mayhem, the lovely Cassandra.
how can I beat any of that? Like brother Bob, you got Charlie with his good night.
You can. You and I've we've been boozed longer than any of these fools. Like, let me just tell you.
That's true. That's true.
That is true.
Thank you all for coming. It was fun as always, and don't be
Mhm.
ashamed
This
of
is
your
true.
kink and your fetishes. We do not shame
Mm.
you.
That's right. That's well said. And I would say, on top of that, when she said, "Thank you all for coming," don't blame us if you didn't. It's not us, it's you.
You should have been playing with yourself the whole time.
Okay, we're out. Okay. Okay, there we go. Thank you all.
Bye.
Thank you to the panel. Thank you, Brother Bob. You're
Good
awesome. Thank
night.
you, Dirty Record. Please take a shower. Charlie, I hope you'll come back. This was a blast. I missed you. Mrs. Cassandra, as always, my ride or die. I'll see
Yep.
you next week, whatever we're doing. Okay.
Bye.
For everybody else, we will be paneling with the shows this weekend. We also have Black Mirror on Saturday. Don't miss it. Like, if you like Brooker, don't miss it. It's gonna be great. I'll see you later.